What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JP's and the keys, and it's two easy around the video today. We got another video that I have been saving. I don't know, it was in my watch later playlist for months, and I haven't checked my watch later playlist because I know most of you who are active on YouTube, I'm sure you got a whole bunch of videos you put in your watch later and you never looked at because it just nobody looks at the watch later playlist. Like, I never looked at that. So I seen this was in here. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I must have meant to save this for a video, but this is Meet Karl Pilkington. I haven't done a Karl Pilkington video in months. So, you know, I figure why not? Without further ado, I think this is like an interview where Ricky Gervais, he speaks to Karl about certain like topics, and I guess he gives his opinion on them. And you know how Karl's opinions can be. Hold on, let me open this blind, let some light in. Hold on. Let's go, man. You see the brightness, just the vibrancy of the room. I don't even know if vibrancy is a word, but maybe it's vibrance, but let's go.
Hi, thanks for buying my DVD Politics. As a little extra, I thought you could meet a friend of mine. I talk about him in the show, Karl Pilkington. I thought it would be nice for you to get to know him a little bit better. So please meet Karl Pilkington.
Alright.
Alright?
Yeah.
Good, yeah. Look at his little
round... Yo, he just looks so just disconnected from reality. He's like, hi.
Andy, baldy, manky head.
Are you getting that,
yeah? Right. Karl, a lot of subjects we touch on. In the stand-up and in politics in general, things like race, disability, sexuality, law and order, crime and punishment, and I want to go through those with you and find out your views on those subjects, and thereby the general public getting to know you better. So let's go for it, shall we?
Race. I'm
okay, start off with race, a big political issue. Race. What do you think about race?
We're just all the same, aren't we, at the end of the day?
Good. Yeah.
You know what?
I mean, some of us age better than others. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Chinese.
Well, what do you mean? They age better than us.
No, they age worse than us.
What's that based on?
Just when you see them.
Yeah, but you don't know how old they are.
No, but you never see a sort of a 35-year-old one.
What do you mean you don't see a 35-year-old one?
Right, we're in London, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Chinatown.
Yeah.
So I walk through there a lot, right? And they just always look old.
Yeah, but they might be old.
No, they're not.
They're not. Wait. You can't say that, Karl.
And you see some that are probably about 30, right? And I'm not having a go, but normally, when they're about 20, they're good looking.
Right.
I think they're alright.
Yeah.
See one who's 30, forget it. They just age overnight, it's like a pear.
What do you...
Listen, bro, I kind of see what he's saying, because it's like a lot of this, in the stereotypical Asian programs, you've never, like, I've rarely ever seen like a middle-aged Chinese person. They're always like, I've always seen a stereotypical really old Chinese person who has a whole bunch of wisdom and is dropping a whole bunch of like Instagram caption type quotes and stuff, or I see the really like young teenage Chinese, like the young teenage girl, boy, because like I watch a lot of anime recently. I've been watching a lot of anime recently, so you know what I'm saying. So it's like he just has like really blanket statements that are just like, they're outlandish, but you can kind of see how that applies in a certain situation.
What do you mean? No. What is this? Chinese people age very... Some of the oldest people... I think the oldest man in the world is Chinese, at 120.
Yeah, he says he's 120. It's probably about 40. I'm telling you. Fact. I mean, I'm not, like I say, I'm not having a go. I like them. Keep themselves to themselves and that. They're alright. But... that's race, that's done.
So that's... brilliant, that's it. We've covered race.
That's hilarious, bro.
We talk.
He said he's 120. He probably 40. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
About disability in the show. What are your views on the disabled?
What sort of disabilities?
Well, what sort are there?
Well, as soon as you mention disabilities, I'm thinking Elephant Man, rather than just in a wheelchair.
Okay.
Because they get looked after, they get ramps and that, don't they? They're alright.
They're loving it. They love those ramps, don't they?
No, but
They can't get enough of those ramps. In and out of libraries like nobody's business.
There's different, I mean, you know that I'm into freaks and that. No, again, I'm not, you know, it seems like I'm just having a go all the time. But they fascinate me.
Like, what do you mean? What is a freak to you, though?
Something that you look at and you go, you know, you do a double take. Steve Merchant. Just odd stuff.
Right, okay. Like what, though?
When was it when they used to have sideshows and that, and they'd take them out, like the pinheads and all that? Nothing's changed, has it? You know what I mean? People still like to see a two-headed kid or whatever.
Who likes to see a two-headed? That's what you mean, isn't it? You like to see a two-headed kid? There's no such thing.
You're having a laugh?
No, there's not a two-headed kid. He's got that book. Is it true you carry this book round with you?
This is a book, right, of the 50 sort of weirdest things in the world.
50 weirdest?
It's a rundown, right? It's a rundown, it's a little chart. Right? At number 50, don't know if you can get this, two-headed fella. That's at number 50.
What the?
So what's at number 1?
It's not two heads.
Of course it's two heads.
It's not two heads.
Can you see that or what?
Yeah.
What the
What do you mean
frick
it's
is
not too
that?
Well, it's not. It's not. I mean, it's weird. I'll give you. I mean, that's not a normal look. I will give you that. I mean, I don't think he could be sorted out with the salon. But it's not strictly two heads, is it? But anyway, if you like it, that's good. Then so
Right, well that's at like number 50 and that. There's loads of stuff in just
Yeah, like, he talking about some freak show American Horror Story type vibes.
through some of your favourite freaks with me.
Yeah.
Just gotta watch it, it's getting a bit worn out. Some of my favourites, yeah. Just normal lad, yeah. He looks normal there, just a nice little head. Nice little haircut and that, nice top, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Look at
What the?
that. 3 legs. 3-legged fella. He's quite happy with it. The annoying thing is, right? 3 legs.
Yeah.
You know what his job was?
Yeah.
3-legged juggler. What's the point of that?
What do you mean the point of it?
Well, he was his careers advisor there.
What should he have done?
Well, he's got 3 legs, isn't it? So, any footballer, whatever. Jogger.
A jogger.
You know what I mean?
Oh God.
So you got that in there, he's at number 23.
Oh God.
There's loads of odd diseases. I mean, you were talking about like disabilities and that. Sometimes it's not a disability. Sometimes just people have got weird stuff. There's one here, right? Again, just normal family
People just got
family
weird
photo
stuff.
going on, yeah? Everyone's sort of stood around the piano with the little mate who's got that aging disease.
Yo, why does he? Yo, what's that baby that's real popular in UK? What's that baby? What's his name? Hasbullah, whatever the word that baby name. It's the baby that always be at the boxing matches and the UFC matches. What's the baby name with Hasbullah? You know what I'm talking about? That I don't think he's a baby. I think he's like he's a small man. But like he looks like a baby. Oh my God!
And it's not funny, is it? But look at him, sat around the piano, singing "Happy Birthday" for the 8th time that day. Right? Just weird stuff like that. Weird, isn't it? It fascinates me. It's not having a go. It's just odd stuff. I like odd stuff. So is that classed as disabilities?
Well, I'd have thought so.
That's what I think of them then. I mean, what other famous sort of freaks are they?
See, I don't think they even like being called freaks. I think if you're born with an extra leg, and the midwife says, "Well done, Mr. and Mrs. Chalmers, you've given birth to a £9 freak." I think, you know what I mean, the freak isn't a term that I think they use.
Well, how do they break it to them? I mean, do they sort of just slip it in so they go, right, we've got one leg out, and here's the other 2? Slip it in that way. How did he do it? Like Elephant Man.
Yeah.
You know, that's my favourite film. You know that.
Why is it your favourite film though?
Just it's a brilliant film. It's sad. It just makes you think, oh, you know, I've got a big head.
Yeah. You must wake up every day and you're thankful you've got a normal shaped head.
So you say that, but it's round.
Perfectly spherical.
What shape should heads be?
Well, it's not perfectly spherical, is it? There's not. Most people don't look like a tennis ball.
So where were we? Elephant Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my favourite film.
See, you know that wasn't his real name. You know his name was John Merrick.
But the doctors did use the Elephant Man as the name, so they knew what his problem was before he turned up. Otherwise, you're wasting time looking at filing systems. When they say John Merrick's coming in at 3 and the doctor's like, oh, what's his problem? Wasting time. They go, Elephant Man's in. They go, right, get some more bums in. You know what I mean? Fact.
Yo, and the fact that he just delivers it so smug, like, I think I've seen Karl, and all the videos I've seen Karl, I think I've seen him laugh like twice. Like, he just delivers the craziest takes, and is just smug about it. Like, oh, yeah, yeah, I like freaks, isn't it? You know, it's like, you think I'm having a go, I just enjoy the freaks. I just enjoy seeing the freaks. And then here comes Ricky. Ricky is like weak over here. Sexuality. Okay.
Sexuality.
I want to hear this.
Gay and lesbian issues.
Each to their own.
Absolutely.
True. Facts.
I mean, I had one working for me.
One. You had one, yeah? Good.
Gay fella. Yeah.
Do you have a name or?
Yeah. But again, it's like how Doctor said Elephant Man's in. I'd sort of say, is gay fella in? They go, yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's just quicker. The problem with him was, right, it's gay stuff that he got to, whatever, you know, each to their own and that.
Like what? What sort of gay stuff have you got to?
What they do. They do stuff, don't they? But this lad, he's always coming late. Because he'd stay out late. And that's what they all do. They're always tired. That's what they do. So,
Okay.
gays, you know, the gays are alright.
Gays alright, are they? Good.
Yeah, hey.
How important do you think education is?
I haven't got that much. I'm alright, aren't
I mean, any form of education. I don't just mean that you can learn things.
I? You can know too much though, can't you? And then you worry about stuff.
What sort of thing? What do you mean?
Just stuff like, if you watch the news, you start going, oh, there's a war on and that. Don't watch it. It's like, no worries, do you know what I mean? You got Einstein,
Yeah.
he knew loads. Look at the state of him.
What do you mean? Look at the state
So
of it.
he looks a bit of a mess, doesn't he?
Right.
Whereas, I don't know, look at a caveman or whatever, with no worries. Fairly healthy looking, good hair. You know what I mean? They're not bald, they're not stressed out.
Because you've lost a lot of hair. Do you think that's from all this knowledge that's shooting around in your head?
Yeah, probably. Probably. Do without, you know, some of the knowledge I've got and that.
I think we need some evidence, though. I think we want to know some of the knowledge you've got.
Like what? What do you want to know?
But I remember talking to you about the nature of infinity once, and there's a lovely model that shows the nature of infinity, where they say an infinite amount of chimps, an infinite amount of typewriters will type the complete works of Shakespeare, and you couldn't grasp that. You couldn't.
Wouldn't happen. Wouldn't happen. I think you know it wouldn't happen, but you say it would to annoy me.
No, because it works by definition, because it's the nature of infinity.
It doesn't matter.
If infinite means if they did everything at random, just random, forever and ever, eventually they type everything.
It wouldn't.
What do you mean it wouldn't?
It wouldn't. There'd always be mistakes.
There will be mistakes. They'd do the complete works of Shakespeare an infinite amount of times.
Yeah, but do you mean they'd actually do it from start to finish? Or chapter? They might get a chapter done. You go, right, well done.
It's shut up now.
No.
No, there's no feedback to it. It's just that everything being done, they will eventually do everything every time. They get it wrong an infinite amount of times. They get every letter wrong an infinite amount of times.
Say monkey.
Doesn't matter whether it's an infinite amount of monkeys.
How does the other one know what the first one did?
It doesn't matter. They've chosen monkeys not because they're thinking about it to take thought out of it. They want it to be random.
Yeah, but when they hand over, when
Who
they
hands
shift
over? What do you mean they shift?
The monkey. The monkey's done whatever shift pattern they're on.
They're not on a shift pattern. Infinity. You work from now, forever.
One monkey.
What difference does it make if it's one monkey for an infinite amount of time, or an infinite amount of monkeys?
Because you can believe it if it was one monkey doing it. Because he's going to get better, isn't he, as time goes on.
It's nothing to do with their consciousness. It's nothing to do with them thinking about it. What do you mean he'd get better?
He'd get better if he's doing it on his own. If it's just a one monkey, he knows what he's done.
It's nothing to do with knowing what you've done. It's just a random process to show the nature of infinity.
With no errors. It wouldn't happen. Seriously, people. I think you're winding me up on that one. It wouldn't happen. And it hasn't happened.
Because we haven't had an infinite amount of monkeys.
We've had years though, haven't we? There hasn't been one publication for monkey. They've been around longer than us. That's what I'm saying.
They've been around longer than us.
You're laughing, but I think you know it doesn't happen.
Yo,
What do you think of the old people? Think of the old issues?
What do you mean?
What do you think about, but isn't it a shame that people work for their life and then just get a little state pension?
Oh, they do alright for themselves, don't they, old people?
What do they do?
Just potter about, don't they? Just potter. They don't need much money
No?
as you get older.
What do they spend it on doing?
Ornaments. Which are fading out, aren't they? We won't have ornaments in a few years' time. No one buys ornaments now. It's always older people, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just as you get older, I mean, things are changing all the time. It's like I've said to you about old people that don't have Twixes, they don't eat Twix, but they like ornaments. So that generation, you know what I mean, things change.
What do you mean old people don't like Twix?
You never see an old man having a Twix. You never see one eating one.
what?
Well, how would you know?
What?
You see them, don't you, sat about having Werthers or whatever, but you never see them sat there tucking into a Twix.
I've never thought about it.
Oh, that's because you haven't seen one, so think about it. If you saw a fellow eating one, you'd go, that's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
He said you never seen an old person eating the Twix. I cannot say that I have, though. I can't say I have. He is right about the Werthers, though. Oh my gosh, they will always have the Werthers, cough drops, those little strawberry candies that you never see in the store. Like, bro, when I was growing up in church, man, my grandparents used to have all the candy. The little white and green peppermints, even though they was nasty, the strawberry candies, the cough drops, man, I used to eat them cough drops like actual candy, because they tasted good. Oh my God, that was funny. That was funny.
Start with capital punishment. Do you believe in the death penalty?
Yeah, if they know for certain that,
Well, how do you know for certain?
if they say I did it,
Well, people have confessed before and been lying, haven't they, to get attention or something?
why would you lie?
You might be protecting someone else. The love of a parent for their child who's committed a terrible crime might say, I did it. There's loads of reasons. How can you kill someone? How can you make that a definitive ending when you can never know?
Because that person wouldn't do it again, because then they'd know, wouldn't they?
What?
Say if I did a murder,
Yeah,
you said, I'll take the rap for it,
yeah,
right? You go and get hung.
yeah.
I can't do a murder again because they'll go, so it wasn't him. It was Karl
Well,
Pilkington.
there's loads of reasons people. If you're mental, if you're a serial killer, you don't stop because you think you might get caught.
So what are you asking me?
I was asking you, do you believe in the death penalty?
No. Well, what do you want me to say? I don't know what the right answer is.
Well, it's what you think. We're having a discussion.
I said if they've done it and that, yeah, do them in, yeah.
Could you pull the rope? Could you release the guillotine?
Why am I getting involved in it?
Well, if you believe in it, surely if you believe in it, you should be able to stand by it.
Well, which one is it? Which one have I got to do? What button am I pressing?
Does it matter?
Well, yeah, it's different, isn't it?
Well, you wouldn't hang someone, but you'd...
So what do you do when you hang someone? You kick the stool away? What do you do?
Well, probably, I don't know. It's probably more sophisticated now. It used to be a trap door, didn't it?
So you just go like that. It's an easy gig. That's a job. That's someone's job.
Okay then. Okay, we're not getting anywhere here. If you had to be killed, right? Would you rather be hung, beheaded, burnt at the stake, or lethal injection?
Probably.
Before he guess, I'm gonna guess. All right. So he said hung, beheaded, buried at the stake, or what does it say? Lethal injection. Something tells me he's gonna say burnt at the stake, but then something tells me he's gonna come up with some completely different answer that is different from all four of those answers. Or it's gonna be like, depends on what the situation is.
Probably injection.
Definitely.
Oh, darn it.
So you just go to sleep. What if I tell you everything else is the same, but with a lethal injection, as he injects it, he just slips his finger up your arse for a laugh?
Why would that happen? Was that in small print? Have they told me that before?
I'm just saying, would it make a difference if you were going to die anyway? So you just lay down like that, like, he just injects you and he goes, okay, just not.
Why is he doing that?
What?
Why is he doing that?
Just for a laugh, why not?
For a laugh.
Well, yeah, if he's killing you, if you're worthless to society, why doesn't he might as well put his finger up your arse? What's to you? It doesn't make any difference to you, does it? You're going to die in a minute.
And do I know he's going to do this?
Yeah,
I'm not happy.
So what is it then? Lethal injection with a finger up the arse? Hanging?
I'm not happy with the finger up the arse.
You're not! But surely you're not happy being put to death.
I'd just say, hang on a minute, why are you putting gloves on? Why are you getting that finger out to get my arse?
Maybe he doesn't put gloves on. Why does he put gloves on?
Well, I'm not happy with that.
But it's nothing to do with you, Carl.
Well, what do you have?
I'd have a lethal injection without the finger up my arse. That's not your choice though. You've done an awful crime.
I'm not having finger up the arse. Hang me then.
Well, you'd rather be hung than lethal injection with just popping a finger up your arse.
I don't want that. So
Okay.
what my other option?
Have your head cut off.
You know about the are you still alive for about 30 seconds after you had your head cut off?
Wouldn't have thought so.
You see this again, you believe the monkeys typing away.
Well, it's nerve reactions, isn't it? You're not alive as such.
Well, they got them to walk years ago whenever they did the last sort of head chopped off thing. How long ago was that?
I don't know.
A few years ago, right?
Yeah.
And they said to him, right, you're going to die in that. You've come to terms with it. Yeah. Well, a bit of fun, right?
Finger up the arse?
No. Going to do a white line on the pavement.
Bollocks. How could they tell him that that's what they were going to do? So he was meant to what? Remember this and walk the white line without a fucking head?
Well, this is what they did.
Well, no.
They painted a white line,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He said to him, right, I'm going to cut your head off.
Yeah.
There's the line, have a look now. Right, so you know where it is.
Carl, think what you're saying. how is he going to remember it without a head?
No, you remember, you remember...
Where's the memory? Where's the memory in his legs? Where do you think you store memory? In your fucking arms?
Yeah, but if you do it quick enough, if it's like, go, and you...
No, he's
walking
walking
there, and he's walking, and he walked...
No, it's bollocks, it's bollocks.
He did 35 steps.
Bollocks.
It's not bollocks, though.
Bollocks.
Because how can the body remember what his head was told a few seconds ago? His head's now in a basket.
Yeah.
The body doesn't go, what was I meant to do? I know, I was meant to walk along.
Well, they did it was a test.
Well, no, it wouldn't happen. You're talking shit again.
Okay.
Believing absolute bollocks.
So is you with the monkeys and the Shakespeare. That's what annoys me.
It's not about monkeys, is it? It's about random.
Yeah.
So you'd have lethal injection.
Lethal injection, yeah.
I think that is best.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much, Karl Pilkington.
Oh my God. Yeah, he said, if you going, he said, what's the job? Well, you hang, I'm just going to kick the stool out. I'm still weak over the fact. He said, Rick was like, the oldest man in China is like 120. He's like, oh, he's probably 40. Yeah, that was hilarious. That was freaking hilarious, bro. But thank you to everyone for supporting the channel. I appreciate y'all so much. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on my post notifications. Check out my gaming channel. I'm dropping a new game on my gaming channel today. I'm dropping a new one. So stay tuned for that. I thank you so much for your support. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all are the best. Y'all really keep me grounded and keep me sane. I don't know. I love doing this. This has just become my life for the past 5 years, and I am definitely intent on keeping it going. But thank you so much. I appreciate you. Please be safe. Have a great day. Stay on the grind. I'm out. Peace.